The Dr. Fazil Show is brought to you by Health Tips Media. The Dr. Fazil Show is intended for health educational purposes only, and complies with all HIPAA regulations. Enjoy the show.
Hi folks, I'm Dr. Fazil. Today you're watching September 2025 edition of Dr. Fazil TV show. The topic for discussion today is probiotics. So a little bit about my background. I'm an internal medical specialist as well as nephrologist, kidney specialist, but I also have trained and practiced and exposed to working in emergency rooms in New York City, neurology, neurosurgery, and general cardiology. So because of that experience, I have a more broader width of knowledge, and because of that, I think I am able to translate that complicated information into simple information and transfer it to you guys, to you folks, for your better health. So let's dive right into it. So folks, today's topic, as we discussed, was probiotic, right? So the probiotics is a very common topic, a very common interesting subject nowadays. Everybody asks, should we take it, what the probiotic is, and stuff like that. So probiotic, you can see on the screen on the back, is come in different. It comes in as a powder, as a liquid, mostly the capsules. So probiotic is mostly an active live bacteria, sometimes yeast, but mostly bacteria, right? So we have good and bad bacteria in the gut. You can see the slide in the back. We have intestine, and in the intestine we have trillions of bacteria. So most of them are good. Sometimes they're bad, and you need to balance them out. We call that imbalance is known as dysbiosis, right? So when they are out of proportion, you have more of bad bacteria than good bacteria. That's a theory. Research is on, so it is not proven fact yet. So it is not, remember folks, the probiotics is not approved by the FDA at this moment. So anybody can make anything and then they can call it probiotic, and we would not know that. So that the caveat or the important point you have to keep in your mind, that it is not a medicine, is not approved by the FDA, and it could be anybody can make anything, and we don't really know what's inside. But let's hope that everything is what the label says. Then at that level, then we have the live active bacteria, which you ingest. It is supposed to help with your balance between good and bad bacteria, right? So that's the basic theory of that. And folks, you also have to know, you don't have to take those supplements. The probiotics does come from the food as well. For example, yogurt, right? So yogurt, let's go how the yogurt is formed. So not every yogurt have active bacteria, and I'm going to explain to the process. So you take the milk, right, and you do a starter process, put a starter material in there, and then you keep the temperature a little bit warmer, and then you have end time. So you can see slide on the back how the yogurt is being made. So when the bacteria in the starter has convert the lactose in the milk to lactic acid, and that causes the change in the protein of the milk. It become more spongy, and then they stick together. And then when you stop the process stops, right? And the bacteria is not necessarily will stay. So it might be killed by the processing afterwards, or if you it's on the room temperature, and to increase the shelf life, the bacteria might be destroyed intentionally. So not all fermented yogurts have bacteria. So that's a big difference. So if you're looking for a food which have active bacteria, you have to look at the level, or most yogurts which have active bacteria will stay on it, like live active bacteria inside on it. They're generally refrigerated, So it is a process when you're making yogurt that if you're you will have active bacteria in that at the end of the process or not. They do start with the bacteria, like a starter bacteria, but they might not end up with having active bacteria. It depending on how you're gonna sell it and what is the need of the market is, right? But when you get probiotics, similar things goes for probiotics as well. If they're not properly saved, they might have lost their efficacy.
The Dr. Fazil Show is now available to view at home on Roku devices and YouTube. Catch up on your favorite episodes right on your phone, available on YouTube and the BioFamily Clinic app. The Dr. Fazil Show is available in many doctor offices across Yuma, Arizona. Pick up your free copy of Health Tips magazine, available throughout Yuma, Arizona, or read our digital version at healthtipsmagazine.com.
So there are a lot of questions at this time in the research arena, like, okay, well, the bacteria which we eat, in the probiotic, do they survive our immune system before they become, located into the gut, So, but that's obviously an active topic of discussion at this time. But let's say if everything is the way it is, then what are the uses, right? So the uses would be like, okay, if you have an infection, like you took some antibiotics and you wiped out your good bacteria, so you could have some side effects of use of broad spectrum antibiotics, right? So this probiotic is supposed to supplement that good bacteria so the balance come back. It has been told to be used in irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, diarrhea, immune disorders, eczema, allergies, and those are like commonly described uses of the probiotics. The gut health, and the gut health leads to the immune health. So, and they say that the gut-brain axis. So what are the side effects, right? The bloating is obviously a common side effect. You can have allergy from the medication or the supplement you're going to take. Sometimes it releases histamine, cause allergic reaction. So those are the common side effects. One of the things you have to be careful, if it is really active bacteria and you have some low immunity due to chemo from cancer, I would not recommend it because it can cause, infection which your body might not be able to handle that. So it comes in different kind of strains. It comes, the box or supplies come in labeled in CFUs, colony forming units. Not necessarily higher CFU is more better than less CFUs. It is the strain of the bacteria which is really important. So you have to look at Acetobacillus. You have to look at what kind of bacteria or strain is inside related to your symptom, what you're looking for. So you can ask your healthcare provider. They might be able to navigate you through that selection process. But at this time, it's open waters. It's open territory and uncharted waters. They might have benefit. They do not have too much side effects. If you want to take it, you can take it. I would recommend to my patients only if they have no side effects and no contraindications, and if they have used recently broad spectrum antibiotics and they're having some side effects like diarrhea. At that time, I might recommend that. But other than that, the jury is out there. So folks, on that note, it was Dr. Fazil Show. I will be back next month with more useful topics for you guys. And folks, God bless you, God bless America, and have the rest of the month. Well, enjoy the rest of your month. Dr. Fazil here.